Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 40 before I play any games. Let's go. Going to jump right in here today. Made in 3. 1, 2, 3. And this should win the night. Oh, we have a queen. Okay. So I'm assuming we played G6. Because then he has 2 pieces under attack. And we shall take. And this gives up his queen. We have mate. What? Oh, we have the pawn stops. Okay. That took me too long. Can I go check here? Picks up the rook. We have a bishop. Mate in 1. Mate in 2. Take and then rook c4. Check and then take on b5. Win the bishop. Win the queen. Yeah, rook g5 after. And then we have g4. Tired. Could I start? Or maybe, I don't know if I should start with rook f7 or start with knight e4. No, but knight e4, then he can protect f7. So maybe we start with a check and then No, I think I want to start with knight e4. Knight e4, queen to the 7th rank, rook f7. And then queen takes, knight takes, king takes. We are up. No, it's still equal material there, right? Oh, no, wait. I'm up a piece to begin with. Yeah, so that should be good. What? Confused myself here. I thought I could go rook f7. Oh, I thought I still had a rook here somehow. Okay, so rook f7 first, and then yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess that makes sense. Oh, shame on me. That was sloppy. That was sloppy. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Disgusting. Okay. Not a fan of that puzzle. What's going on here? Why is this a puzzle? What was that? Oh, that's ridiculous. Why is this a puzzle? I don't understand. Yeah, I think this. Black. White. Black. I mean, you would think rook e8. And check. Mate in 2. Check. Don't like that one as much. I guess I could then go bishop takes. Yeah, that's gotta be good. We are white. Check, check. And then coming in there. We have a fork. Equal material though. Yeah, that should be good. Then we go here. Okay. Take and then here. check. And then take, no, wait. Bishop f7, king e8, and then can I take on e7 there? I think so. What? Oh my goodness gracious me. Sloppy boy. Black, come on, let me move the rook. Yeah, I'm sloppy today. Sloppy. Oh, I can be up a pawn. I don't like this puzzle. Black. Check. Does it matter which way I do it? Why does it matter? Well, for one thing, he can go to f7. But he can't do that if I go here. Because then I can give another check. I think. Or does he have bishop e7? No, then I go here. Yeah. So we go to f8 and then to e8. Black. My king is better, so a force of trading queens it would be good there. Wow, my ears are going crazy. Way too much salt at dinner. Wow. My tinnitus is absolutely flaring up. Can I force him here? I don't see how that's going to help. So we have a check and then rook g8, king d7. Then I have another check. Okay, this is going to need to work. Check here. Again. And I think I can take his rook. Okay, we have a check. What does that do for us? How about a check? And then he can't go here because I have another check. Wait, that doesn't... Did that work? Oh, I'm confused. I'm sure it's taking on f3. And he does have to go to g2 because he has to attack the knight. Then there's a fork. White. We are white. Okay, I'm looking at rook f6. And then if he plays g4, take. King h5. I don't see what would be better. He actually has h3. Check. And then we take the bishop. We are black. We are black. Why can't I just promote? I'm moving up the board. Why can't I just go there? Is this strong? It shouldn't be. And then I take the knight. Okay. Queen b7. It should be good. You're black. These are tricky tonight. Oh man, my arm is so dead. Oh, why is it doing that? Okay. We're about to promote. If I go bishop f7, he has one check. But he will get another one. So he can then go to queen g5, or queen g4, sorry. And then if bishop g5, he again has one more check. And if king h6, he again has one more check. Ooh, I don't know. This is annoying. Okay, I didn't calculate the whole thing. But you would think it's king g7. Because if I go to e7, I don't know. He can. I don't know. It doesn't seem any better. In fact, he might. I don't know. He might have this check here. Maybe I'm still fine there, but I don't know. It doesn't feel so good to walk towards the queen. But of course we have to deal with queen g4. Okay. Those are the worst types of puzzles. Even then, I didn't fully see the answer, but it seemed the safest. So I could take on h6 and then take on c2. That would win the exchange, and I think that's good enough. I can take on f3 and then on e5. Do I have queen f7? I think I do. Check. What about this check? Did that do anything? No. Okay, so check. Sorry, so check. If queen takes, then I can take on b2. And I'll be up the exchange and I'm going to win the rook next. So he has to move the king, but then I'm just up a piece. Okay, can I take the queen? Yes, I can. But let's verify, because we're getting deeper. But it should be takeable. And we are white. All white. There's a fork here. Do you have queen g5? I think we're winning the knight or the rook. Next up, check. How about check? He can take our queen. So maybe we go to d4. Yeah, that's got to be it here. Take on d4 and then check and then take. We are white. It's going to be a zugzwang one. Tricky. So on the queen side, I think we're in a zugzwang situation there. Just those 8 pieces on the queen side. I think black is in zugzwang right now on those 8 pieces. So I just need to then freeze the king side. That's the logic I'm going with here. So maybe f4, and then if f6, I have f5, right? And if g5, sorry, if g6, then this wins. So it should be f4. Yeah, and then we're in. My logic was flawless on this one. I picked this one apart. Oh, beauty. And then here we take and take. I nailed that one. Okay. We are black. We have a check. And if he blocks, we have check again, and we're up 2 pawns. If he doesn't block, I can then take his other bishop. So I don't see how this is not the right answer. And we don't want, I mean, Well, we have to take this bishop. Otherwise, after check, he has bishop e7. Okay, we are white. Can I attack his queen? Maybe, yeah, maybe h4. So if queen c1 check, losing my voice already. I know why too. But yeah, h4, queen c1, king h2. So he's out of checks there. And then let's just say he plays a4. Excuse me. Then what? Maybe then rook g3. What if h4 queen g4? Still rook g3? No, because then he has queen f5. Oh, excuse me, I'm not sure, because he might have queen g4 if I go h4. Wow. 97 can lead to a mate. Because if rook takes... Oh, maybe not quite. We have queen c8, and then if queen h7, we have this Anastasia's mate. But after rook f3 and queen c8, no, maybe that does work. Yeah, maybe this works. 97. Rook f3, queen c8. Yeah, and then king h7 is mate. So he can't take the rook. What about queen e7? But then I go queen takes and I'm up the exchange. If knight takes e7. Oh, this seems to work. Oh, God dang it. So close to the end. Okay, so why does it fail? A million moves to make it fail. But the very strange rook d8. Okay. And he can just move the rook. I assumed too much. So the correct move was knight h6. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so if he gets rid of his rook, then we have mate this way. Sorry, guys. Blah, 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 blah. This happens when the more I screw up, the more I screw up. Because I get more and more sick of doing the puzzles, and I get more sloppy. I was so close on that last one, 38. Oh, man, oh. Queen is trapped. The heck is going on here? Rook g1. Oh, hang on. Do I have rook g5? I don't think so. But I'm not sure. So he takes on g3, rook g3, f6. He has f6. Can I go queen g7, king g7, rook g5? Yeah, wow. We win the knight here. Okay, he wants to give up the queen. Queen e7. Ooh. So we could take the rook and then, oh, it's equal material though. It's just equal material. How do we get more? How do we get more? The heck? What the heck? What the heck? All I can see is to break even. I mean, he has a bad bishop. And I'll be up a pawn. I don't see better than that. I don't see better than that. I don't like that puzzle. No, sir. Knight f5 gives us a Zwischenzug. We are down a piece so already. But that does look good to me. Check. Now, how about a check here? Yeah, mate in 2 is always good. His rook is hanging, so is my queen. I can give a check. And then what is that doing for us? Not a whole lot. Hard to believe that there's a tactic here. Oh, I can threaten mate. So we can trade queens, and I'm in the box, in the square. check. If he goes to f8, then I have a double check, that's mate. So he has to go to h8, and then it's going to be mate. So I have rook takes, queen takes, rook g8, king h6. But then I don't see anything after that. Aha, so you reverse that in a way. Not quite, but you go h6 first and then you take. So h6, queen has to go back down the g file. And then we take, right? Because then after he recaptures, then we play rook g8 and his queen is trapped. So h6 first. What is going on? I'm so sick of these puzzles. Okay, hang on. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, it's a check. Oh, I missed the check. So we take first and... Oh my god, this is so sloppy of me. Oh, it's going to be one of those nights. There's rook g7, but I'm thinking there's also queen e7. Oh, he's threatening mate though. Yeah, I might need something quicker here. So check. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, I can actually do this. Huh? Fork. Check. Check. Oh, my body just full of pins and needles. Check. My brain is starting to stop working. I don't know. Don't fully see it. Then check, and then my queen is free to move. So we have rook g2, which is looking good. There's got to be something there. Fork. G4. I gotta stretch more. Need to do some yoga or something. Just body is tingly all over. I don't know if it's nerve damage or blood flow, circulatory issues. Whatever it is, it's annoying. I almost have rook d8. What am I missing here? Oh boy. So if I go bishop g4, bishop f3, I don't know what I'm achieving. I don't see what I'm achieving here. Okay, I'm going to play it. If it's wrong, okay, I don't even care anymore. Because I've gotten so many wrong. So he can just move the kids. Oh my god, bishop g3? Wow. Bishop g3. And then we can sack on h3. Wow. Didn't even come close to seeing that. Wow. Okay. Well, 48 minutes in here and still haven't done it, guys. Tough day in the office. Can I just take the bishop? I think I hate this puzzle. Hate that. What garbage was that? Here. Oh, I'm so sick of the puzzles, boys and girls. Boom, check, block. Boom, he runs. Check, boom. He seems okay there. Yeah, so he runs here. And check immediately. Bishop. And then I can come back, maybe? Check, boom. Check. Yeah, there's got to be something there. I'm so sick of the puzzles. An hour doing this so far. His rook is hanging. Do I have a mate? I might, because I can go rook g7. Yeah. Check, mate. Not quite. Boom. Checkmate. Down a pawn. But here we have a fork. Discovery. Mate threat. But he has queen takes g5, unfortunately. This is also a mate threat. And it's also a check. Oh my god, I got mate on h7 too. So don't both work? Aren't both moves mate? Hello, Sudip. My eye a little bit better. It was itchy this morning. Now I've got tingling in my hands and arms. You know, they both seem to be winning. Oh wait, one's not check. This is not check, so he can play like g6 and stuff. Okay, so I can take on e5 and then take on a7. I don't know if that's enough though. Hello Lux, how's it going? I could also take on e5 and then maybe take on g7. I don't think that's enough. This does threaten mate. That's probably good enough here because this threatens mate. We are white. Fork wins a piece. And take we have a lifeline back. Take the knight. Can I do that? I don't think so. Rook e4. Then I can take here. Check. Check. No, hang on. Check, check. We need more pieces. Then I have check. And king g8. It's so close to where. Oh, wait. No, we just go here. Maybe. And then check. Yeah. Oh! Oh, God. I can't believe it. Honestly, today, this is one of the most heartbreaking puzzle streaks so far. I mean, I'm not verifying as much as I should be, but I thought oh my God. I really thought, okay, wait, so why did this not work? Oh, his rook is still there. Oh my God. I can't tell you how disappointed I am. Really. Really. I am so sick of the puzzles. It's hard to even think straight now. We are white. I'm moving up the board. I can't even think properly here. What do you mean? How much of a streak was? Oh, I was at 35 there, but I've screwed up so much already. I mean, this is like my 6th attempt, so it's just very frustrating. And I can't even do number 3 now. For some reason. I mean, I know I can go here and then fork. Is that what we're doing? That's an underrated puzzle there. Yeah. One good side is you're doing it. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of puzzles, but I'm getting them wrong. Check. And then it just gets worse and worse because the more I fail, then the quicker I do it because I'm just so sick of the puzzles, and then the more mistakes I make. So check, he can't go here because of mate, so he has to go here. Either way, I'm going to take here. I wonder if can I take and then run? Am I fast enough for both? Boom, boom, bang. Okay, we are black. Why can't I take? Am I missing? Oh, because I don't care about my rook, if that's what I'm supposed to be scared of. I have taken then check. I also have check right away. And then check here wins the rook. So we do that. Do I have a mate? No. Okay, check. Okay, this is closer to forking action. If you go to the corner, it's a hook mate. So yeah, it's here, fork. We are white. I can take and then fork again. And we are white. We have a check and then takes. Still works. And we are black. We have a check. We have a check. Probably want to go with this one. And yeah, so takes and then mate in 2. We have a check. And then we have a check. Okay, so, sorry, it's not a check here. Not a check. So queen h4. He needs to push, or he doesn't have to push the h-pawn. Okay, I'm a little sloppy with this one, but this just looks strong. And then queen f6 comes in on the dark squares, rook g8. But then I have nothing. Come on, these puzzles are too hard. This is 1500. Okay, I'm whining now. Now I'm whining the whole time. But seriously, I mean, this is 1500 puzzle rating. I guess then I'm just going to take on F7. Yeah, that's a bad puzzle. Okay, check. Take? Nope. Can I take? Nope. Yeah, we have rook g4. Okay. Check, check. Yeah, so check. Can I go rook g2? I don't think so. So what are we doing there? Because this doesn't do anything either. Oh, it does. What am I doing? It's called a mate in 2. You dumbass. Okay, so check. Take, check, boom. Check. Picks up the rook again. I mean, I'll be up a pawn and his king will be weak. For me, that's going to be good enough. And I don't like that one. Check. Then we have rook h6. Yeah, so he has to go to the back rank. So check, he's got to go to king g1. I can probably take the rook because, or maybe not, or in the knight, I mean. So king g1. I wonder if I can, and then he goes here, discovery, and then I go rook h6, but then he can take. I'll be down the exchange still. So I guess I could give a check again. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Okay. And then we go here. Okay. Boom. If he goes here, oh god, there's gonna be like a trebuchet. So king f4. If king g6, do I have this? And takes. I think I do. I think it might be g4. In a bullet game, I would go to e5 probably, but that should get us nowhere quick, right? Because after all of this, it's nothing, right? So I think it might be g4. If he ignores it, well, I'm just taking a pawn, so he has to take, and then I take here with opposition, and then everything is hunky-dory. Okay, nice. Well, this gives us an outside passed pawn, but it is a rook pawn. So that's interesting. But we have to take. There's no other move, and we have to chase that down. And if he was one file over, then he should be able to draw easily. Okay, so usually in these puzzles, it's always trading. Like 99% of the time, and it's probably that here too, because then my king is quicker to the A pawn. And yeah, I'm just going to make a run for it. Okay. This wins the bishop. What if we do something similar to that other puzzle? We give a check first, because the idea is to take the bishop with check. Thank you, Studip. Yeah, I do. I am pretty happy with my endgame strategy, but yeah. But yeah, Queen e4. So I like this idea. So he has to go to the D file. He can't go here because they take with check. So he's forced to go to D1. And then we have a bishop check, and he can't take with the knight because his queen is hanging. And we will get that bishop with tempo. And this is pretty cool because the 2 puzzles ago, there's that same idea. And I actually just used that as inspiration. So white's in zugzwang. If I play a6 or a5, then he's screwed because he's in zugzwang. So we're gonna get there, and if he goes to d3, then we get in here. So yeah. Okay. So if we are white. So might as well look at the most forcing move, but I don't see what we're doing after that. I could almost attack it and then attack his rook, but it doesn't quite do it. Okay, so check. Let's say king h5. Wait, do I have time for... No, okay. So, yeah, so check, king h5, g4. And he might just go king g5. I don't see anything there. Check. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. This doesn't seem right. I don't know. Do you guys have this one yet? Don't give me the answer. But I've got no clue. Oh, no. I've got no clue at all. What on earth could it be? This is crazy. So if I do get the pawn on g5, it's not even mate. Even if... I mean, if I kept my rook, it's mate. So could I do that? Could I go here and then g4? Because then g5, rook h7 is mate. So maybe it is that. Just rook d7, then g4, g5. Now he has rook d2. So rook d7, rook d2. Man. Okay, maybe I do look at this check again. If he goes to h5, g4. If rook h4, then I have check, and that will be mate. But that's a very specific line. If after g4 he goes king g5, I don't have anything. Or do I? No. Don't think I do. Oh, God. Yeah, so this was looking promising, but rook d2. Unless, could I do this? Is that possible? Could I really do that? Rook d7, rook d2, king f1. Well, for one thing, he's got bishop c4 there. And this is looking not so good. Yeah, this does seem slow, but it's a good idea. Boom, boom. And I need the rook to deliver mate on h7. Rook d2. Oh, sorry, rook d7, rook d2. There might also be a check, which could be a problem for me. That could be a problem. Jeez. What if I played king e2? Oh, but my rook is under attack. He just takes the rook. So rook d7. If he goes bishop c5, I have king e2. And then if rook g1, do I have g4, bishop c4, check, king d2, check. Because I'm still, wait. Yeah, I'm still threatening this check here. And then he might have to sack, take. Even then, though, it's a rook against two bishops. This is hard. I think I'm going to get this wrong. Rook d7, bishop c5 check, king e2, rook g1, g4, and even if it was my move, g5, rook takes g5, bishop g5, king g5. He's got two bishops and a pawn for a rook. I don't think that's winning. Well, what if I went king e1 then? Rook d7, bishop. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. So bishop c5. Yeah, king e2, rook g1. Yeah, so g4. And I don't even know what he's doing after that. G4 something. So the thing is, I don't have a move. Or do I have h4? Because if I had h4 and then g5, possibly I would have h4 there. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I want to spend more time on it because I'm not even sure about rook d7. But yeah, g4 there. Could I somehow do? Yeah, there's almost h4 earlier, but yeah, there's almost here and then. Okay, but I'm going to start with this. It's wrong. Okay, so it's this check and then how are we proceeding here? Holy God, how did I miss that? How? What? I looked at this line. What did I? I'm not sure where I lost my line of thinking there. It might have been this. I think I might have missed h4 here. Oh, got to start over. Yeah, I missed h4. I saw it later in a different line. Sorry, guys. An hour, 20 minutes. That was a tough batch, I got to say. Okay, we are black. We are black, right? Okay, let's get caught up there. What? I didn't see that he had two rooks. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, it's just one of those days. So I thought it was good enough because he Oh, that was do you see what I'm talking about? Oh, Ryan. Whoa. Look at that. 5 gifted subs from Ryan to Frankly with Venki, Chess Raptor, a CM, and Mr. Gemavans and Zwishinzug. So thank you very much, Ryan. I haven't seen the CM Salim before, but Chess Raptor, I think Chess Raptor actually supported the channel, and so did Zwishinzug actually. So it's good that they're getting random gifts there. Hello, John. But yeah, thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it. Maybe that'll give me the juice to get over this 40 puzzle streak. I know, it's like I'm just stuck in this rut, and it just gets worse and worse the further I go on. because I'm less and less fresh, and then I just start to get blinded. Yeah. Yeah, but I've got this pins and needles in all my extremities today. Not just today; it's been happening lately. I think I need to stretch. I need to stretch and walk more instead of order pizza like I did today. Yeah. Okay, this wins the queen. This wins a piece. Geometry. Checkmate. What is going on here? How insane am I? What? Huh? Oh, there it is. See how blind I am? Jeez Louise. And we have a check here. I assume we're just doing that, eh? And yeah, my brain is really okay. Then we take on h4. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. This one's complicated. Boom. Black. We are black. Hardest part is finding out what color I am. That's not the hardest part. Hello, Frankly Wasavenki. Yeah, Ryan just gifted you a sub. He summoned you. You have been summoned to watch me suck at the puzzles. Look at this geometry. I love geometry. Look at that geometry. Bing, bang, boom. Mate and 2. Bing, bang. Yeah, you've been lucky, frankly. Yeah. This one might not get sound effects. So yesterday there was a lot of people in the stream yesterday. I think it was an all-time high for YouTube, stream. I had 17 people in here at once. 17. Uh-oh, crap. I clicked on something in my software and now I can't get rid of it. There we go, I fixed it. Okay, I want to do more sound effects. Okay, here's one. Bang. Bing. Logarithmate. Geometry, there's got to be geometry here. Where is it? I sense geometry. I smell geometry. I found the geometry. Bing, bang. Bing, bang, boom. I love the geometric ones. Okay. I love geometry in chess. Yeah, if you want a good YouTube channel to fall asleep to, I fall asleep within 5 or 10 minutes. Chess Network, and then look at his series, This video will make you fall asleep. Oh my God. Yeah. Holy, it's magic. Okay, sorry. Trying to focus here. So what's going on here? We have, it's equal material. Look at this. Bing, bang, boom. These are all, this batch is all geometry. I like it. I like the geometry. Here's another one. We could take on H2. Is that good enough? Because we are down a piece, so that might not be good enough. He's just very calm, very calm. He's a national master. He's one of my favorite channels. Okay. Because we're down a piece. Otherwise, I like knight h2, right? Because we have this geometry. They're all geometry tonight. I have queen h4. Then he has to play h3, right, to stop mate. Then I can take on f2, but I don't think that's good enough. I could maybe then go knight f2. Again, we're down a piece, so I need a lot. I could almost go queen g3, except he takes the knight. Yeah, so let's look at this just because it's most forcing. If for some reason he took with the rook check, he's actually okay there. So that doesn't work. With the bishop, it doesn't. With the knight, it doesn't either for the same reason. So that doesn't seem to work. I just realized I can take that bishop. So, I need a way to defend this knight. Okay. See you later, Ryan. Work. That sucks. Yeah. Unfortunately, no games for me tonight, at least not yet. Have fun at work. That sucks. I'm glad I work from home. Okay, so queen h4, h3. Doesn't seem right. So how do I take this? How do I take that? So what if I go knight f2, trade these, and then take the bishop? I don't know if that's enough. I'll have two rooks for two minors and a rook. Not to mention he might just move the queen somewhere. But no, then my discovery is too good. Should be. So possibly there's knight f2 here, and then takes. But again, I don't know. That's still kind of equalish. And if I go queen h4 right away, then there's h3. But maybe that's still good. Maybe then I still take. Oh, that's it's tough. Okay, I'm playing queen h4. I've looked at it long enough. Okay, why did the computer do this? So let's just see. I want to look at the other lines. So if h3, yeah, it just wants to take on f2. And then we take here, and then we take on c4. Yeah, I don't like this one. I'm giving it a thumbs down. I don't like that. Okay, so I think I can just take here twice and then take the rook. Bing. Bang. Whoops. I'm haunted. I'm haunted tonight by my own stupidity. It's one of those nights. I had two or three good streams in a row with the puzzle streak, and now it's all gone to hell. We are black. What am I supposed to do here? Is he in Zugzwang? This is rate 1100. Okay. Jeez, I wasn't expecting it to be so hard, so I got it wrong. It doesn't make any sense. It was a bad excuse. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Help me. I'm going down this spiral of despair. This is not good. Not good. And check, and then what with G8? Oh, this is a hard batch. What? I honestly think I'm not going to do it tonight. Brain doesn't seem to be there tonight. Okay, white. We have Queen H5, Knight G6. Check. Check. He gets the knight after. Check. Mind. So he has one square there. Then I have another check. Okay, this has to lead to something. Yeah, so this will give me that. Oh, the puzzles are so hard today. What the hell? So can I do this? But he's going to get my C pawn. Oh my God. I think I can do that though, because everything else is glued. Oh, this is a tough batch. Come on, give me a break. So I'm thinking check and then Queen A7. Check. Nope. These are tough, guys. Eh? Is it? The puzzles are tough. Puzzles are tough today. And then there's Rook B8. I'm threatening to take and then check. That's all I see. I could also maybe check and then knight e4, but I'm going to start with the check. Yeah, so either rook b8 or knight e4. Knight e4 is a pretty big threat, but he might have rook f1, or rook c1, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the queen. Yeah, so maybe knight e4, queen c1. I still have a check here. Okay, we're going to do that. Push. He has a check, but then nothing else. Take. Check. Where's the mate? Oh, that wins the queen. I don't know if that's enough, though. I don't think that's enough. He's got too many pieces. I want to give a mate if I can. I don't know if I can, though. So let's look at a check. If he goes up the board, check. I mean, then oh, this is too much to calculate for my little brain. I just suspect that this isn't enough. I mean, he's got a lot of pieces, but I don't think, because all I have is a queen. I don't think that's enough. That's just what my instincts tell me. You know, you can even just take the pawn. I just don't think it's enough here. He just has way too many pieces. A queen against 3.5 pieces, right? So I think it's something else. Oh God, it sucks that I'm not going to do it tonight. I mean, okay, so how about a check here? If he moves back, then he's not quite mated. He's so slippery. Bing, bang, check here. It's still not mate. Yeah, it's so slippery. How about a check here? And then if he moves up the board, check. I don't see the whole line. But it's looking decent. If he goes to c5, oh, there's too many lines here. Check. Maybe, I don't know, check here. King c6. He's just too slippery. I just don't think this is enough here. Boom, boom. It just doesn't feel like enough. But I don't see the forced mate. I don't see it. Check if he goes to c5. See, if he goes to c5, then I like that I'm opening things up here a little bit. I might even just have, no, because here he's escaping again. Then check. I always get this. I actually kind of like queen f7, but it's all very flimsy. And he may just have f6 there. But I'm just totally not sure. You guys figured this one out? So this is rated 1500 and played 24,000 times. Because of that, I think it might actually be bishop e4, because I don't think people are calculating a forced mate here. But I feel like queen takes e4. It just doesn't feel like enough to me. But his king is in the middle, and I do have 2 passed pawns. Okay, I'm going to go bishop e4. Yeah, so I kind of cheated the system here. because I'm just looking at this, and lower rated players are just going to go for this, and they're not going to think beyond this. I should have looked at the computer continuation after. Ooh. Okay, so I am black. We're in check, so I could attack his rook. That has to be the solution. And then maybe king e2. Threatening e2, d2. And we're going to put the bishop here. Okay, we are white. Geometry wins the knight. With check. We like geometry. I have a check. If he doesn't take it, I take the rook, I think. Probably I take the rook, and then he, yeah, I mean, that should be good. So I think he needs to take. Then what? If rook g8 check, it's a bit flimsy. So rook g8, if rook g3, then what? Queen f2, king h1, knight h. Yeah, okay. That's okay. I think we're doing this. Check. If he blocks, I can take with check. Otherwise, he has to go to f4. And I think we're pretty close to a mate here. And this is mate. Does it matter which rook? It shouldn't matter. Okay. Okay, so how about knight e3? We are threatening to take his rook. No, sorry. We're probably, yeah, maybe. No, we're threatening to take on h2 and then mate here. So he might have to go like rook f2. Then what? I guess, I mean, I could then go rook h2, bishop h2, and then take his rook. I will then be up a pawn or something. I don't know if that's enough. Bing, bang. Yeah, check, take, and then he has to play rook g1. Oh my god, then I have check. No, wait. Let me do it again. So knight e3, rook f2, rook h2, bishop h2, queen f2, and then rook g1. Then I can take his knight. Jeez. Yeah, wow. It's so underrated. That was only rated 1500. Holy moly. I think I have check. King g1. Or do I just take? That's simpler and better. I can take on d7 maybe. Yeah, that looks good. Can I go check? And why not take with the pawn? Because if I take with the pawn, I could then take the bishop. That's probably better. Except he can protect the bishop. But how do I win another piece here? Check, he just moves the king somewhere. Then I have a fork. I could almost even start with the fork, but no, I think takes. And then, oh no. Yeah, sorry. So takes, and then g4. Okay, so you're just gonna give us a queen. We can, okay, here we go. And this is interesting. Not quite. How about here? Ooh, knight c6 wins the bishop. And we are black. Well, we need that. And then this will break through. And it's still going to be tight. Ooh, it might actually be a4 first. Does it matter? I think it does matter, because if I go b4, he's got a4. And he's in the square. So it might be a4 first. We freeze this pawn, right? If he brings in the king, then he's too slow here. So it's a. Oh God, how did I screw that up? Oh, that hurts so bad. I don't know how I screwed that up. It's not my night. It's not my night. It's not my night. Oh my goodness. This is brutal beyond belief. I am a frustrated person here. What was I at there? I was at 30? I wasn't even that far. So what are we doing? Check. Okay, check. What are we doing here? This is 1100. I can't do an 1100 puzzle apparently. I can't do an 1100 puzzle? I didn't see a mate in one. I have officially lost my marbles. I didn't see a mate in one. Hopefully I see this mate in one. Mate in two. Mate in two. His knight's hanging. We take it after this trade. Yeah, I'm just burned out, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so I mean, I have this check and then I get a discovery. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think it will be, but he's got a lot of pawns. Now, if he doesn't take and he moves the king somewhere, he can't go there. That's mined. He can't go. Maybe he can go here. But one of these would have led to a fork. So here we have this and then a discovery and we'll be up a piece. Whoopsie doodle. I realized that right after playing it. I'm just burned out. Burned out because I'm not being safe because I just want to get it over with. So I'm going way too quick here. Way too quick. And then I'm making mistakes. So this is the worst showing I've had in a while, unfortunately. So can I, yeah, this wins something. And mate. Didn't I just have this one? Or I just had this one, didn't I? I did. Computer felt bad for me, so it gave me one that I already did. So check, and then depending on where he goes, we have this other check. And he's not gonna, okay, he's got this though. So check, king h7, rook c7. And how do I finish him off there? Check, boom. Oh, okay, we have rook h5. Okay. So we're in check. I could go knight takes. That should be good. We're up a piece there. So we'll do it. And take. We have a check here. This also looks kind of familiar. Didn't I have this yesterday or the day before? Seems like I did, and I think I got that one wrong. So we are black. I can take here and then a fork. That's not enough though, because that'll just be equal. So this is almost an Anastasia's mate. Oh, and then, yeah, then we trade and then we go check. Okay. And here we have geometry. Actually, I have a deflection here. And we need that because we were pinned. We have a check. And we might have a kill box at the end here. Feels like there's a kill box. Oh, not quite. But there'll be, yeah, I mean, there'll be a win, but not a kill box by definition. His queen looks a little awkwardly placed. I don't know how to capitalize on it, though. I can go here and then check. Okay, so he gives it to us. He being the computer. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know this has been the worst stream ever. Okay, so rook e6. And then we can take that pin should stay intact. We are black. I have a free bishop. Can we just take that bishop? We also have a mate. And we like mates. So we're going to go for the checkmate. And we are white. So I'm white? So probably it's taking. He recaptures. But that does not work. So I think we have to go bishop b1. Because I can't afford to take. Because he's going to promote with check. And I think there is a perpet there. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I think there is. So I think we need to go bishop b1. And then if he plays a2, we take. And then he's going to have to give up his bishop for my pawn. Then it's going to be really damn close. Yeah, but I can't let him check, even though I'm going to promote next move. Actually, I wonder if I could then go king g8. Because he amazingly doesn't have a check there. Absolutely amazing. But he will get one the following move. So I can't see that being good. Because like he might just move in the king, right? Then I promote and then takes, he's going to be winning. So I think I have to go bishop b1, a2, bishop a2, bishop a2. It's the only thing that works. So what on earth? What on earth? What on earth? What on earth is going on? Sorry, this is insanity today. So it wants... Wait, what did it want me to do? Oh, that's actually interesting. H6, I didn't consider that. Because that buys us a tempo. This was an educational one. I don't know why it's rated 1400 though, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that buys us an important tempo. Wow, I didn't consider H pushing the pawn. That being said, yeah, so the other one is probably just a draw. It's a little too close, right? Because I spent a tempo playing bishop b1, right? So we spent a tempo, and now we're in this line. We're down one move, and it's just equal because his king is going to be quick here, and he can position himself to get the opposition here just in time. So yeah, I should have gotten that one. But I'm just a train wreck at this point. Yeah. Good job, Sudeep. Is it Sudeep? I think I'm going to guess Sudeep. Because he calculates so deep. I guess Sudeep. I bet you it's Sudeep, not Sudip. Yeah, it's education on what not to do. What not to do. Do the opposite of what I'm doing, and then you'll be fine. As long as you do the opposite. Bing, bang, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Boom, boom. Can I just take the rook? Yeah, weird. They threw a weird one in there. Geometry. Ooh, what the heck? Okay, so take the rook. This shouldn't bother. I mean, I should be able to take the rook here. And then king f2. And, okay, it's freaking me out here. We are white. Okay, we got back to 21 pretty quickly, though. You got to admit. If I play here, he's got this draw. So I might have to play like rook g4 or something. Because he's going to draw. So why not rook f4? Because rook f4 should work too. Oh, I can just take the rook. Oh my god. Okay, and then we just push. I don't mean to, see. You see how slow I am today? It took me that long to realize I could take the rook. Take, and then we win the queen. Take, and then bishop g7. Can I take? Nope, it's mate in 2. Check. I like it so far. He's got 3 squares to go. Okay, so if he goes to f2 or f1, then I have check that promotes, so he can't do that. That's out. If he goes to g2, I push, and he's always going to have that problem. Okay. Breakthrough. So I just have to make sure which, it's either a4 or c4. Ooh, it might be no, it has to be a4. Has to be a4 because he's got this pawn here. So a4 takes, and we'll both promote, but then look at this. It's going to end up with a queen here, and we win the queen. Look at that. Watch and learn. Okay, well, he took the pawn. I think he could have pushed it further. We have a check on a6. We are down 2 minors. But that should win the queen. So, We have no checks. H4 might hang his rook because he can't stay connected to his rook. 10 viewers. Hello, viewers. You're witnessing terrible play. And I think we just take. We are black. Or, no, we are white. This is why I ask myself, can I take on F8? I think I can. And we don't want to take here because the pawn can recapture at the end of the day. So we want to take on F8. And we are black. We can win the rook. It's protected. But still, I like that idea. If he goes to G3, I guess that's a problem. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, this one's a little tricky. They get tricky at around the 30 mark. So I'm down, what, a pawn? Yeah, I'm down a pawn. So I still like this check though, for some reason. Then maybe I have bishop E2. It's a little scary though. But I think I can just go here. It is uncomfortable. But I think I might have bishop E2. Yeah, so if he goes here and then I go bishop E2. I'm going to play it. Okay. We have a check. We also have a check. So let's look at queen H8. That forces king G5. And then I win the queen. Okay, we have Anastasia's mate here. Look at this, mate in 3. 1, 2, 3, Anastasia's mate. This wins the night when we're on a roll. Bing, bang. A lot of pieces hanging here. I could go check and then take on C7 maybe. I'm down the exchange right now. But yeah, check. Is rook F7 a thing? No, I'm taking the queen. No, wait, yeah. Maybe rook F7. Oh, there's so many pieces hanging though. Oh no, he can't, right? So he would have to take with the queen. Or play, well, yeah, he would have to take with the queen. And then after takes, there's still a million pieces hanging. Let's say he takes back and then takes. I think I'm down the exchange there. What if I just take on C7 right away? Does that do anything for me? Almost. I wish this bishop could move somewhere. Right? But yeah, taking is interesting because I'm almost in good shape there. Almost. But I think I'm still down the exchange here. So it's not quite enough. This is really the problem piece that I'm having here is my bishop on c3. I don't know, bishop c4 or queen c4 is still looking pretty nice, I have to say. So rook f7. I was thinking about taking on c7 here. I think I still like that. But then after, so then queen c7. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like enough. Check. Rook f7. Really wish I could move this somewhere. Okay, so take on c7, queen c7. Queen c7, rook c7. I might have knight here. Knight d5. Because I saved the knight and I'm on his rook. But at that stage, I'm still down the exchange. So looking at that again, check, rook f7, takes, rook. Yeah. I mean, knight d5. I'm still down the exchange there. You know, then he just attacks me. That doesn't work for me. Hello, Programming Archives. How's it going? Not going well for me. Over 2 hours into this. I know, I've been watching it. See, it's right here. I know, through this guy. But he only played like a few more games that night. I'm still pretty suspicious about that account. I don't know. This one is crazy. So many pieces hanging. And at the end of all the lines, I seem to always be down the exchange. I think I'm just missing something small, I think. And this is really, it's this bishop on f3 that gives me the greatest grief. Yeah, I mean, I keep looking at this and then taking on c7. Just over and over and over again. I just keep looking at that. Just keep looking at this. And then queen c7. But it's... Maybe I don't take the queen. But I don't see what else it would be. You know, takes, and then I have, well, then I'm down the exchange there. Maybe I have bishop f4. I think that's just complicating matters. That probably just makes matters worse. I can move my bishop, and I'm down the exchange still. His bishop is under attack. It's true. But he can just play something like bishop d3. I mean, I think there's play here for white, but it doesn't seem to be just obviously winning. Check. Rook f7. And that's only rook f7. I didn't even look at king h8. Yeah, didn't even look at that. I don't see it beyond that. And I've been looking at this long enough. So be it. I'm going to play that, at least the first move. Okay, and I'll reevaluate here a little bit. I bet you the computer won't play rook f7. It'll play something silly, and then it'll just end. Because I think this is harder than it's rated. Yeah, it's going to do something silly, like, I don't know. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my God. Don't even look. Don't even look. Why did I think he could play rook f7? Oh my God. I can just take his queen. Oh my God. My brain is mush all day. Oh my God. I thought he could just play rook f7. Ah, that had been painful to watch. I'm sorry. I am sorry what you had to go through there. Okay, this check seems to do a whole lot of nothing. Everything seems to do a whole lot of nothing. How about here? I'm surprised there's something here. Which one to look at first? Let's look at rook g8, okay? And then the move that bothers me the most is king d7. I have a check, forces him here to c6. I don't know if there's anything there. Programming Archives figured it out already. He's fresh though. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours, so I am burned out. No, okay. I don't think that leads anywhere. So let's look at rook e8. If king e7, not looking great. I have a check here. The thing is, I don't see any forks like on this square, which is where his rook would go if I took it. Actually, it's knight d6. Easy. I should have seen that right away. Oh my god. Okay. We have a mate threat. I think it might be just queen g3. He's got queen g4 though. So why don't I just take the freaking knight? Make a lot more sense. He has bishop f2, but I think I can take it. Yeah, I think I can take it. I don't know. That looks pretty good. I don't see what he can do. He's got queen g4. That's what we have to worry about. But I think just king h1, and we're good. Because rook g. Yeah, so after king h1, if bishop f2, yeah, this should be good. Okay. We are black. Okay, what about h5? Wasn't the first move that came to mind, but I ruled out some other ones temporarily. So if he moves to f4, wonder if I could almost then sack and then go check. Oh, that's so, is that mate? That's mate. Okay, that's assuming he doesn't come here, but if he goes here, then it's mate here, right? So it might be h5. So again, wait, what did I even say as a first move? Yeah, here. So if f5, sorry, if h5, king f4, I was thinking g5. Right, so g5 check, and he has to take my knight, and then queen d3 check, mate. A crazy mate, an absolutely crazy mate. So that, once again, because I can't be too careful here, g5 takes, and then queen d3 is mate. It's just such a weird looking mate. Therefore, and I just want to, I'm going to do it a third time. But you know, that's how forced. So first move has to be h3, and then it's just mate. So it is h5. And yeah. Okay. I've screwed up so many times. I want to verify everything. I wonder if we have time for h5. Because I don't know if you can stop mate after that. I bet you we can. Because what's he going to do? What's he going to do when I come for you? I don't see what he can do to stop it. Honestly, I didn't see this, so it doesn't change anything, but I didn't see it. But yeah, so bishop e5 shouldn't affect things. We have to take it. And once again, we have to take it. Last one. Oh my God. 2.5 hours doing puzzles endlessly. Brain hemorrhaging. Let's not screw this up. Please, mother of... Okay. I mean, you would think it's queen f5. There's bishop f2 as well. If I go queen f5, I'm dropping my bishop. And I don't think we have a good move after that. So it might be bishop f2. Now, what if he ignores it? Excuse me. And just plays something like king f1. I mean, we're probably better there. Okay, so we assume that he takes it, and I assume I take with the queen. At this juncture, he can go back to g1. upon which he seems to be doing okay. We have queen f2, king h1, and we don't have anything to show for it. And then we cry. And we cry and we cry. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to screw this one up. Did you guys solve it yet? No hints. It's got to be bishop f2 somehow. 'Cause nothing else makes any sense, you know? Yeah, I'm not sure because even if he plays like king e2 and then I go check, I'm not even sure about this. You know? I'm not even sure about that. Did you guys solve it? Did you guys figure it out yet? Oh, I got it. I think I've got it. Ooh, I beat you guys. I think I've got it now. Maybe. Oh, you're teaching math to your sister. Okay, I'll try not to swear. Okay, I have a good idea of the follow-up. I have to make sure it works, though. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work in some lines. Does it even work in one line? I think it works in one line. Yeah, it works in two lines. It works. I think it works in two lines, but it doesn't work in one line. I'm trying to make it work in that one line. Ooh, but that might work. Okay. I'm going for it. And this is the key. Rook f4. It's kind of like a kill box idea. And I'm done, finally. I am released. You don't know how much hell this was. 2.5 hours of puzzle streak hell. Oh, I am done. Oh, it doesn't feel so exactly satisfying. It's more of a relief to the difference. But there was the other line, though, which was a little bit tricky. First of all, let me just get one wrong on purpose, if it'll let me do that. Okay, so on this other one, had he gone to the E file, I think we put a rook on E8. So here, yeah, I want to go to the engine. So had he gone here, I was going to start with check. No, I forget. Oh, I was thinking about giving a check, which is good, but even better with B5. I'm not playing that, but the Queen F2 is also winning. And I guess you can still do the same idea. But yeah, Rook F4 is the idea. You didn't get second last one? The one before this one? What do you mean you didn't get it? You didn't see me do it? Oh, I just played H5. I just played H5. It's not a fork. It's just a mate. So you just, this was a pretty easy one. Just H5 stopping the escape route. Because then it was threatening mate. It was just H5. And then the computer just threw stuff in. Oh, what, third one? Oh, come on. Is that this one here? No, this one before this one. This one. Oh, this was the mate. This wasn't rook and bishop though. This was probably a long time ago, because it wasn't that one. This is like what, the fifth one? It's not this one either. Are you talking about the skewer? I mean, this was a very easy one too. So anyways, I'm going to play a game now just to get that puzzle streak out of my mouth, that taste. 2170 opponent. Here we go. But I'm burned out, so this game's going to go pretty bad. We have a French. I hope he plays Queen B6. For some reason, everybody plays Queen B6, and it's bad. But everyone plays it. Like, probably 60% of my games, they play Queen B6. And I don't know why they do it. It's not theory, and it's not good. But I like it when they do it. And are we going to see it? Are we going to see the move that everybody plays that isn't theory and that isn't good? Are we going to see that? No, we're not. Okay, unfortunately. Okay. It can be played here too. Oh wait, no, maybe this is the line. Yeah. I think. I just can't remember. Is it when they don't? No, I think it's when they play it right away that it's really good. But I think you can also play it on this move here. Yeah, I think they play Queen B6 here usually, but before taking on D4. I think. And then this one is it's a different variation. I had this like a week ago or so, and I think I still play 94. I don't think it's the best move though, but it is okay. Yeah. So you can still play 94 here. No, but I think there's a reason why it's not quite as good, because there's actually like a sack on E5. Yeah, I had this game like a week ago and I analyzed it. I think if you go 94, it's like a hair bit better for black, because after Queen A5, C3, I think there might be knight takes E5. No, maybe it's taking here first and then 95. I don't know. I remember something about 95. So I don't think it's here. I think knight B3 is actually... No, it can't be knight B3. But I remember, I had this position. You know what it is? It's queen d2. We don't care about this pawn. It's either that or a3, but I think it's queen d2. Now, I don't love bishop b4, though. But I'm going to go queen d2. I'm going off of memory on this one. So it's kind of a poison pawn in general. He goes straight for it. The guy is thirsty. So rook b1, I presume. I don't even know if we... Well, we have to protect the rook, so I guess we have to do that. There's also knight b3, though. I don't quite like that as much, but let's pursue it. Queen a3. And then, does this win? Because I'm threatening a fort, too. So does knight... But the thing is, he doesn't have to go bishop, queen a3. But I'm threatening rook b1. Okay, so... but he could also go here, maybe? It's a little tricky. Yeah, knight b3, does he have d4? I don't think so. I think I can take. But it's a little tricky. Yeah, so possibly knight b3, and then if queen a3, knight b5. And I think I'm winning there. Does he have bishop b4? No, he doesn't. So yeah, so possibly knight b3, but also rook b1 I'm sure is good too. So rook b1, queen a3, same. It's not the same deal because he's got queen a5 here. So that's why I kind of like knight b3 first. But yeah, so rook b1, that's assuming, so queen a3. Maybe I do it with this knight because then he doesn't have queen a5 anymore. Well, he didn't have it either way, right? What am I? No, he did have it this way. Yeah, so if rook b1, queen a3, I might have knight cb5. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Because I think it's the more aggressive way. Knight b3, it's not at, he doesn't have, yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go, I think, knight cb5. Oh, you can take on a2. Damn. But I think we're still winning, even that. Because if I go with the d knight, these knights, then he's got queen a5. You know, that's what I don't like about that. But but I've looked at these lines before briefly. The queen is just really bad. Like I think we can even go bishop b5. And then rook b3. Or something like that. Or can I even go here and then here? So okay. Yeah, because I thought I could do this, but he can take. Okay, maybe I can still do it though. There's so many lines here. Okay, what about rook b3? Did that do anything? I don't think so. Rook b5? What does that do? I'm pretty sure there's a way to win the queen. It's going to take all my time to find it. Yeah, it might be bishop b5. And then if he goes queen a5, I can win a pawn. Okay, let's go here. I don't know. I can't afford to spend more time on it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe knight b3 was better than rook b1. Because then I get knight b5. I don't know. I don't know if knight b3 was better. We'll never know. No, we'll know after the game. Yeah, so if queen a5, I think I'm just taking on c6. With the knight. Because then he loses the rook. So this was, yeah, from memory. Yeah, about a week ago I had this line, except I think I played knight a4 in that other game. But then I looked at what I think I looked at the other lines, and I think this was one of the lines I looked at. Otherwise, I would never play bishop b5 here. So what if he doesn't go queen a5? What if he plays a6? Well, I think I can still just... Well, hang on. It's a good question. Maybe I just take on c6 to get my pawn back? Oh boy, complicated. Can I go here? He still goes... Still takes, but at least yeah, he's complicated matters for me. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do that. So queen a5, and so I take on c6. I think. Okay, I think I played that right. Oh, I see what he's done. Now this is okay. Smart. Okay, rook b8. Can I play a3? Takes. Takes. Check. Oh God. So rook b8, a3. I take with the queen then. Oh, I still lose my rook. Boom, boom, boom. No, I take with the rook. Yeah, so I think I can play a3. Rook b8, a3. Bishop c3. Then rook takes. No, wait, what? Then rook takes. No, that doesn't work. He still gives me the check. Okay, and then if he takes the rook, I can go check. Then I have a discovery. Only if he recaptures. If he doesn't recapture, then then I'm only down the exchange. Oh God, it's so sharp. So rook b8, a3 takes. Yeah, this is going to happen. Yeah, so boom, boom. Is there a rush for me to do that? Maybe. No, maybe I should castle. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, castle. I think I was okay in that position. I think at worst I'm down the exchange, but there's no reason to be down the exchange if we don't have to. Okay, so you probably should just castle at this point. And he's up so much on the clock, he can afford to lose some material here. He might be considering bishop a6 as well. This will be very interesting to look at with the computer. Hello. Arav Tiagi, I'm trying to pronounce that. arrive? Will I be able to play with you? Probably not. I'm pretty burned out tonight. Plus, I will only play members. It's my new policy. Because I've had many issues in the past playing random so-called viewers. I have a tendency to never win somehow. It's a coincidence. Okay, so I've lost complete focus over the past minute. Yeah, so if he castles, no, I said if you are a member, not a subscriber. Okay, yeah, so I'm really low on the clock here. So, so A3. So what if no, either way that's protected, right? Okay, let's go A3 regardless. So bishop takes, I have to take that bishop, but with what and why? Nobody has time for that. So we will just take one of them because I only have 2 minutes on the clock. So he might be planning to go rook b1, which is annoying, but I can maybe take on d7 and then rook c7. That'll be a bad bishop for him, and I have a good bishop. So I like that. Yeah, I would love to take that knight. I'm also hitting a7. So boom, boom, boom. And yeah, when we have a blockader ready and everything. So I think that would be okay for me. Then again, this is a passed pawn, and you can put a bishop on c4. But I don't really have other options anyways. I don't have other options. Well, I could also maybe take and then bishop. No, that doesn't quite work. Could also go there first. Rook b2, bishop c5. Because if we trade, again, he does get his bishop out here, though. I don't like that. So I definitely want to take. He can still get it out, but I think it's a little bit harder. I don't know if it's harder. Okay. Giving up the bishop pair, but I got to do something. So if we, okay. Now we offer, whoa, no. Okay, well, this is misplaced. So did I just drop a pawn? I think I did. It's just hard to play when you have little time. So I dropped a pawn, but at least my bishop is a little bit better. But now my rook is misplaced. Okay. I don't know. It's awkward. He got his bishop active. I don't know. Maybe the bishop taking knight was a bad move, but I just don't have time to think. Could I have done this last move? No, but I can play it now maybe. Rook c6. Do I want that? No, because then he has rook c8 at the end. But then I have bishop a4. It's playable. It's playable. But I don't think it's the best move. Can I go here? Do I want to go there? I think I do. Okay, before he doubles up. And if he takes, how do we want to take? With the pawn, 100%. 100% with the pawn. If he doubles up, I might go rook ec1. And I've equalized on the clock. I'm happy about that. He has a passed pawn here, but I have the majority on the queen side. He can play D4 is a pain. D4 is a pain. Shit. Oh, that's a pain. That is a pain. Okay, so he's got to take the C file now. He'd be silly not to. Well, he's silly. He's a silly Billy. He should have taken the C file. I don't know why he didn't take the C file. Okay. Silly guy. Silly guy didn't take the C file. Okay. And well, silly guy didn't take the C file. What a silly guy. Let's offer this. I mean, he's never going to. I mean, come on, you can't do this. All right. Oh, okay. My end games are usually okay. I can usually trust my end games. Okay. That opening was interesting though. And then it got chaotic in the middle game. Got sharp. And then I was very low on the clock. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I'm curious to look at that one. So we had kind of this delayed queen b6 line. And yeah, again, I think knight e4 is okay, but I think there's something like queen a5 and then taking on e5. And then I spent so long here. I was thinking knight b3. I think it's good, but this looked more direct. And then I just remembered this bishop b5 move. And then things just got really, really sharp here. I'm going to try to find that other game that I was referencing this off of. So I'm going to look for a French because it was about a week ago, within the past week. So I'm going to look at all the Frenches. That was a winner. So here's a bowl of style. It might have been this one. No, because this one he went queen a5 right away. Yeah, so that's a different one. Similar. It might have been this one. Yeah, see? See? This is the game I was talking about 1 week ago exactly. So, so in this game, I played knight a4, but he missed something because I think, so let's look at this one with the engine. So in this game, you can see here the graph. This is where I made that mistake, that knight a4, or, I mean, it's still good. It's just not optimal. And I guess the mistake wasn't, yeah, the mistake was c3 because of, yeah, so to play this properly, you have to repeat actually. So this is not good. I remember looking at this. So I played c3, but then this allows knight d4, bishop d4, and then b5, and knight c5, knight takes e5, and then if I fork here, because we've just, because we're down a piece, right? So after this fork, there's queen c7, and then I'm losing a pawn. So after it takes, yeah, he can either gain a pawn, but the best move is actually bishop d7 for some reason. But anyways, I had this in my mind that knight e4 was actually not good here. And yeah, it's not great. It's not the best move. So in this game, I was looking for some other move than knight a4. Then I remembered that the b2 pawn is usually poisoned. And then I remember looking at this line when I analyzed that other game a week ago. But I couldn't remember if knight b3 was best or rook b1. So played rook b1. And then originally I had intended to play knight cb5, but then there's queen a2. So that sucked. So but then I remembered bishop b5, I think the computer suggested. But then I was on my own here. And I think I'm still better, but I was so low on the clock. Okay, and then the rest of the game, well, it was a time scramble. I don't think, yeah, he shouldn't have let me have the C file. Like, I don't know why oh, I see. Because he didn't, okay, I was attacking the pawn, of course. But wasn't it somewhere here? Yeah, he pushed the pawn, and then he had to defend it. That was his mistake. Well, no, but I still have the C file. I see. Yeah, so pushing the pawn, I think, might have been a mistake. Because he can't, yeah, it's overextended now. So he probably, it's actually pretty tough. White seems much better here. It actually is difficult to suggest something. Maybe rook f g1 and then bring in his king. Yeah, because then I get the c file and then I bring in my king. His pawn's overextended, and I win the pawn. And this should be winning. I think this is winning. Still work though, and yeah, just traded here because I used to be kind of scared to trade rooks and just be up a pawn in the endgame, but if you have this type of pawn, like a passed pawn, a passed isolated pawn, it's very nice because you can forever run out of moves. You never have to worry about reserve tempi. So that's what's really nice about having this isolated passed pawn, because if you are ever in zugzwang, or so-called zugzwang, like if you don't have any other like pawn moves to push, you can always move your king. At the very least, you can always move it back and forth behind your pawn, but your opponent can't. If he blockades with the king, he has to move back because it's his move. He can't stay here, and then you're covering these other two squares. So it's nice to know that. Yes, he can blockade the pawn, but when it's his turn to move, he's going to have to move back. And even if it's your turn to move, you can just move your king somewhere. And he doesn't have the luxury of moving forward, because then you can just move your king and you're going to promote the pawn. So eventually he's going to have to move back, and then he's going to have to give way, and then you can just do whatever you want, which is what happened here, right? See, I didn't really care. Now it turns out that I was the last one, so he wasn't zugzwang here. But even if it was his move, like let's say he played here and then it's my move, I can just move my king, right? And then again, he has to move back. If he tries to give way, I just push my king up and then I'm promoting the pawn. So that's why I traded rooks, because of that. And then it's an easy win. Let's look at that with the engine. Somebody ran it already. So the opening, I was curious about this. Yeah, so queen d2 goes. I guess you can also go knight cb5. Whoops. What? Knight cb5. That's not the best move though. So this doesn't seem accurate. I think queen d2 is best. Plus you give your opponent the chance to play queen b2. I guess that's actually the best move. So it's a good thing I played rook b1 because apparently knight b3 is losing. Bishop b4. Ouch. 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 I guess also d4 is good, but bishop b4. So rook b1 was actually vital. And then bishop b5 is the best move. And again, I probably wouldn't have played that had I not had that other game from a week ago that I looked at. So it's so useful to look at your game. So bishop b5 is the best move here. And I don't even know why it's the best move. So the best move here for black is apparently knight takes d4. And then bishop b4. So it's similar to what happened in the game. Whoops. So he played well here. And apparently I should have taken with the bishop. Because then I can force a trade. Yeah, this is apparently a hair bit better for black. So that's a little surprising. So it wants to take this way. Oh, we're on it. Yeah, okay. So I see. Yeah, so he has to take on c3. And then we can apparently take any which way, but computer's giving a preference for this. And it's 0.8. Whoops, it wants to take with the king for some reason. Probably to keep an eye on d4. And then so it's 0.6. With perfect play, it's 0.6, 0.7-ish. Let's say he moves the king in. I guess that's not good because of check. So I guess castles. And yeah, these are kind of weak pawns for white, but white has the more active pieces. This is a little annoying to play for black if I flip the board. If I flip the board and you're black here, I've had these types of positions a lot. Usually I'm up a pawn. And yeah, those are a headache to play. So, I mean, it's pretty equal, but white only has a small advantage here. Like, I don't even know if you can call it that. It's only 0.6. But, you know, if anyone is better here, it's white. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there because it's a just over a 3-hour stream. A terrible stream today. I do apologize profusely for that. It was 2.5 hours of puzzle streak. I just couldn't do it. But I stuck with it. And then I played, one game? Just this one game. And yeah, so that'll be it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my stream, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, same time.